Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Michael G. Santangelo Jr. Scholarship Fund, I want to welcome each and every one of you to our 12th annual dinner and fundraiser. At the outset, I want to express to each and every one of you my deep gratitude for your donations and for your participation. Without you, there would be no scholarship fund. Because of your generous donation, Michael Jr.'s legacy lives on. We have donors who have been with us from the beginning. We have been donors who have donated for years, and we have donors tonight who have traveled from Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Washington to be here tonight. I can't tell you what that means to me. Michael Jr. was my best friend, and I miss him every day and every minute. But I know he's looking down and saying how proud he is that this event is in his name. To our Santangelo scholars, the foundation is so proud of each and every one of you. Each and every one of you have taken full advantage of the opportunity that was only made possible through the donations of everyone here and not here are donors. Always remember, we are here for you. You are and always will be a part of our family. I'd like to welcome our newest student from Student Sponsors. He epitomizes what someone can do if given an opportunity and not let anything get in his way. Mr. Yeshaya, student sponsor, came to us this year. He lives in Newburgh, New York. Now just think how far Newburgh is from even here. But it has a per capita income of $13,000. But he travels hours every single day to go to his school at Cardinal Hayes through student sponsors and our scholarship. He will be a first-generation high school graduate. Please stand, Yeshua. Welcome to our family. I'd briefly like to tell you about the state of the foundation. As of December 31, 2023, last year, end of last year, the foundation had net assets of $1,251,000. As of today, the foundation has total net assets of $1.5 million. We have $600,000 in stock, $400,000 in cash, and $500,000 in real property with no debt. And I'm proud to say that as of tonight, before the event, this year alone, we raised $82,000. The foundation is extremely proud of the 14 Santangelo scholars that graduated private high school. And as a result of the scholarship from the Michael G. Santangelo Jr. Scholarship Fund, and the foundation is extremely proud of the 16 students who are presently attending private high school on a scholarship. Think of what we have accomplished in only 12 years. Not me, not the board, we as a group. It's incredible what we've done in changing people's lives. And most importantly, the foundation to date, before tonight, has awarded $530,000 in scholarships to underprivileged kids and children to get a private high school education. I'd like to thank our board of directors, especially my sister Georgia Derrico, who puts so much time and yells at me so many times during the day, but that's what makes this possible. I'd like to recognize our newest member of the board, Mr. William Stevens. Bill has been a consistent donor and has vast experience in the banking industry. He was a senior vice president for credit administration for Providence Bankshares Corp., executive vice president of Riggs Corp., and among many other positions, he was the executive credit officer from 2010 to 20 for Southern Financial Bank. That's a bank that my sister and Rod Porter started and ultimately sold. I intend to keep my remarks short. I don't want to hear from the Garrity's laughter. Because tonight's not about me. Tonight is about our donors, our scholars, and Rod Porter. When I say I will be brief, I will be brief. The foundation is now looking into, through Janine Pirro, who I contacted yesterday, awarding a scholarship to Tunnels for Towers Foundation. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's an incredible organization where 98% of the funds go to veterans who have been killed or who have been wounded, left with one limb, no limbs. And what we're going to do is award a scholarship to a student from Tunnel for Towers, and we'll have that in place next year. I'd like to just recognize briefly Honorable Susan Case-Dabini, who's not here, but sent a donation. She's the new district attorney of Westchester County, just elected. Honorable Brandon Saul, who's a surrogate of Westchester County, who's running for re-election in a hotly contested election. He has no opponent. No one's running against him. But he still will have a fundraiser, and you should all contribute. Honorable Louis Lubell. Honorable Jeffrey Cohen, Appellate Division Justice. And Honorable Daniel Seymour. Now let's get to the program. Father Mark Connell of San Miguel Academy could not be here tonight because he took ill. But the foundation is proud to state that from San Miguel of Newburgh, we have 4 high school graduates now in college and 6 other students in private high school. Next, I'd like to call on someone who has been with us from the start of our relationship with student-sponsored partners. And I can only say it's George's favorite, so you must be doing something right. It's an incredible organization. For over 35 years, student-sponsored partners have provided over 7,500 youth with a quality high school education and mentoring. We now, the Michael Scholarship Fund, has 2 high school graduates from SSP, student sponsors, 1 college graduate, 1 senior in college, and 6 students from SSP attending private high school. I want to introduce Raven Radigan. She's been phenomenal. She's always responsive. Raven, can you please come up?
That was so sweet. Thank you. I just want to say thank you to everybody here this evening. First and foremost, I think that it's amazing that we're even in this new space because it shows the growth. It shows the growth of the foundation, the legacy, and everything that we've built over the years. It's absolutely amazing to see, and I really want to thank everybody for the investment in education and the futures of the next generation. For me, myself, I think that anybody that gives to such a worthy cause really impacts, those that get to benefit from it. And each year, it's one of the highlights that I have working with the students and to introduce them to Michael and Georgia. And just allow them to see the family that's in this room and the beautiful blessings that come from this relationship that we have with you. Student-sponsored partners over the past so many years has been so blessed by everybody's generosity and commitment to furthering education, mentorship, and everything that's rewarded of those things. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank everybody here tonight, and I really, I hope that you continue to invest in everything that this foundation stands for. Thank you so much.
Last year, we raised our scholarship to student sponsors to $30,000. This year, we're going to $35,000 to student sponsors. Next, I'd like to talk about Ursuline High School. It's an extraordinary story behind that. For 2 years, we invested in Ursuline with the promise that someone, a student from St. Ignatius High School in the Bronx, would then be able to go to Ursuline on a scholarship. And I can tell you, it was well worth the wait. Last year, you had an opportunity from our first freshman, to hear from our first freshman from Ursuline, or first freshman ever, Geraldine White. She's the first freshman to ever speak at our event. Jeff Chartier and I went to the benefactor's breakfast and sat with her for a lengthy period of time. And her commute to Ursuline was too difficult, so she left Ursuline. And she went to Cardinal Spellman. Now, an incredible person stepped forward at that point. You may remember Catherine Faye McCarthy. She spoke on behalf of Ursuline last year. She knew how important it was for the foundation to continue to assist Geraldine and asked us to keep Ursuline in mind when they get a student from St. Ignatius, but requested we continue helping Geraldine in her educational quest. Geraldine has a balance of $7,500 in tuition at Cardinal Spellman, and I'm proud to announce that the Board of Directors of the Michael G. Santangelo Junior Scholarship Fund has authorized the foundation to pay the $7,500 directly to Cardinal Spellman as a continuation of our scholarship. I spoke to the president today, and the check will be in the mail tomorrow. And as a lawyer, I know we've heard that, but the check will be in there. Geraldine?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Geraldine, and I'm currently a 10th grader at Cardinal Spellman High School. I'm so happy to be here with my mom and my friend. Thank you all so much for supporting this special scholarship. 10th grade hasn't been easy so far. I've been challenged so many ways, but I've overcome. This year, I'm involved in so many clubs. I'm in gospel choir, Spanish club, and pre-med club. I'm also taking one of the hardest classes in sophomore year, honors chemistry. Honors chemistry is typically a junior's class, but the school has made an exception for some of the sophomores to take it. I'm learning to turn reactions into chemical reactions. I love it at my new school. I've made so many friends and connections. I'm still interested in working in the healthcare or medicine field, but my passion one day is to become an entrepreneur. In spring, I met Mr. Santangelo and told him about me being a part of gospel choir at my school. He was so excited for me and told me that I should sit at the foundation for him. I was a little skeptical at first, but I accepted the challenge, so here I am today. I'm here with my good friend Daphne. Daphne is an 8th grader at St. Raymond's Elementary School and is also part of my church choir. So today we're going to be singing a mix of 2 songs. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. My beloved is the most beautiful My beloved is the most beautiful amongst thousands and thousands. My beloved is the most beautiful amongst thousands and thousands. Yeshua.
It makes me want to sing Barry White. When I was younger, about 40 years ago, I used to sing Barry White at the summer party in the New York State. I won't trouble you with that. And now I'd like to recognize the Hill School. Will Nisbet, who's spoken here, could not be here. My sister Georgia will come up and introduce the newest students.
I promise I'll be shorter than my brother. As Michael said, Will Nesbitt, who is the Director of Institutional Development from the Hill School, is unable to attend. And so I'm just going to very briefly tell you a little bit about the Hill School because most of you don't know where it is or what it is. It was established in 1926. It's a private kindergarten through 8th grade, and it's located in Middleburg, Virginia. The school, Hill School, entered the 3rd year with a partnership with the Michael George Santangelo Junior Foundation to establish a scholarship for 8th graders so that the 8th graders, we would pick a student, they would pick the student,